Hey, happy Saturday, my friends. Nice Saturday morning. It's gonna be a hot day, but right now it's not very hot. Strava started broadcasting live my workout. I'm hoping that it doesn't suck up my bandwidth from my YouTube. I need to figure out how to turn that off. I tried to, but it wouldn't let me. I think Strava keeps trying to reinvent itself so people will pay money for the app. I paid money for the app for probably 3 or 4 years, and then I stopped it because I just didn't see any benefit of paying. You get most of the features for free. I think unless you're a pro or something, the analytics that are in the pay on the other side of the paywall are not really worth it, in my opinion. So I haven't been paying for Strava in over a year. Plus it went up in price a lot. It used to be like 30, 40 bucks a year. Now it's more than double that. So they keep trying to reinvent themselves. I'm pretty good. I've run most of the workout, done a few 2.5 miles, 3 miles. Foot's feeling pretty good. I've been fasting. Very strict fasting protocol for over a week. Today's fast started yesterday at 4 o'clock. So I've got probably 16 hours already. Only some coffee this morning. Feel very good, running very strong. This proves you don't need a bunch of calories every time you run. Feel very good, head's very clear. Foot feels fine. Running stronger than ever. Had some good workouts yesterday. Also hard strength training session in my gym. I hiked some. Dumbbell flies, I did like 5 or 6 sets, and then I did some pause bench press with light weight. That's where you bring the bar down and you stop about 1.5 inches from your chest. Hold it there for a few seconds, 10 seconds probably. No, probably 5 seconds, and then go back up and then back down. Keep doing it till you can't do it anymore. It really helps build up your bench press, according to the top dudes anyways. But I do that on days where I'm not bench pressing heavy weight. So I go really heavy maybe once, sometimes twice a week. My last heavy session was Wednesday, so probably go heavy tonight or tomorrow. So I'm doing about 5 miles now. Later today, my son and I are going to the UT Texas El Paso game, which should be nice. It'll be the first UT game of the year gone to. So see how that goes. Hope everybody's hearing me okay. Yeah, I play Fortnite. Can y'all hear me okay? Let's make sure I turned off my headphones. I can't remember. When you get old, I play Fortnite sometimes. Let's see if these things are off.
Connected.
Okay. They were off, and I turned them on and turned them off again. I haven't played Fortnite in a while. My son plays Fortnite a lot. I used to play with him when he was first learning. Also, sometimes I play when they play trios or sometimes duos in tournaments if they're short a person. But I'm not very good. I usually sat on the rooftops with a sniper rifle in Fortnite. I just was not ever good at building. I'm actually terrible at building. So, hey Rito. Good morning to you, man. I just telling everybody I feel good, strong today. I've been doing pretty strong fasting protocol, 20 hours a day for the last week. I think that's when I'm gonna settle in at, where my eating window is like 4 hours a day. I need it so I can get enough protein, because I'm trying to get 200 grams a day, because I'm doing a lot of powerlifting too. But today will be about 21 hours. Feel good. Nope. I think I've, autophagy, where your body gets rid of old cells, starts happening around 16, 17 hours in a fast. So I've been doing it over the last week, and I feel better. A little more mental clarity. I don't know. At least I think so. And my foot's not having problems. I feel a little bit lighter. I am dropping weight, which is the plan. I want to get down to about 15% body fat, which will be very lean. I'm probably about 10% higher than that right now. So it's a project for me. So I'm trying to get to, on the bench press, my goal within a year is to get to 315. I've been up to like 250 last year, and then I stopped it for a while, kind of starting over again. I need to work my way back up to that. I've been studying a lot of videos from top power lifters, and my technique was wrong. Well, I knew some of the technique, but I was still doing it wrong. So things like how to hold the bar correctly, and how to tense up, how to brace your chest and abdomen during the lift, how to bring your scapula, your shoulder blades together so that they're flat on the bench, how to push down with your feet. When you first hear about it, it sounds weird, but you want to push down with your feet in the bench press. And what that does is, because when you put your shoulder blades together and you're kind of pushing into the bench with your you're creating a little bit of an arc. You don't want too much of an arc. But when you put downward pressure on your feet, that force goes through your body and helps you push up the bar. So it takes a lot of practice. But I've been practicing it with lightweight. I'm seeing some improvement. But the main thing is consistency. I'm also doing related exercises, like trying to build up my shoulder strength and tricep strength. I've always done a lot of tricep workouts, but shoulders I've kind of omitted a lot because I have a rotator cuff injury from like when I was 21 in a boxing match, injured my shoulder. So range of motion's not great in one shoulder. It gives a little bit of pain, but I think because I should have had surgery probably, and it grew back with scar tissue. But anyways, I've been kind of working it out, learning a bunch of stretches online, and I've been lifting with my shoulders with light dumbbells. The front deltoids, the center deltoids, and the back deltoids with some new exercises. I think it's improving. It's a long project, so anyway. Hey, Bahadu. Fanwa. Hey, thanks for joining the hey, Rito, I suggest both. 1 day a week I do heavy, low reps, and then the rest of the week I do higher volume. Like my heavy bench press day was on Wednesday. I try to go when I mean heavy, I'm doing like maybe my first set's 8 reps, and then go to 5, 3, and then 2, 1, something like that. But like yesterday, I took the weight way down, and I was doing sets of maybe 20 with lighter weight, doing pauses like 1 inch from my chest, just working on technique, and that also builds strength. But I do those on the days that I'm not lifting heavier weight. So, but if you're only gonna do training like 3 days a week or something like that, if you're not lifting weights every day, I would suggest just kind of moderate weight, 8 to 10 reps, and then maybe the last set go to failure. That's what I would suggest. But you don't want to struggle the weight. The form and the technique is more important than using heavier weight, because yeah, highly suggest it. I mean, I've been a weightlifter for a long time, but kind of off and on. But I'll say this year I'm a lot more consistent. I'm doing it almost every day. Just really trying to build up my durability, because in Cocodona, my upper body really fell apart. And I've had that issue before. I mean, in Snowdrop last year, I got to like 110 miles and my lower back gave out. I've had lower back problems many times. I remember Javelina 100, I made it 82 miles one time and had lower back. I had time to finish too. Second time I finished, but lower back, upper back, chest. I'm really in a build phase this year. Going into Cocodona next year, I want to be twice as strong upper body wise. And lower body, I need to improve too, of course. But I never have problems with my lower body in races. I never have cramps. I never have foot or knee problems. I mean, they get banged up. I can finish the race. Those are never what pulls me out of a race. It's always lower back or just not moving fast enough. Sometimes I have a cutoff issue, but anyways, just working on durability. Plus, powerlifting has kind of become a hobby. Of course, powerlifting is squatting, deadlift, and bench press. Squatting I don't do because of my shoulder issue. Sometimes it feels uncomfortable. Plus, my legs are pretty big. I don't need to really work on building. I'm always scared anyways, because I had the hamstring surgery where reattachment. But I do deadlifts, lightweight. I try to do those several times per week. Some weeks I do it almost every day. I just do lightweight. I have an Olympic bar and a straight bar. I try to do both. But bench press, I'm going all out. I want to really increase my bench press, so I have at least one really heavy day, and then the rest of the week I have a light day on the bench press, and then one day I'll be doing flies and other stuff that are related to the bench press. Chest work, shoulder work, triceps. And today, yeah, sure. I wish you guys a great weekend. I kind of see the fall weather coming now. I mean, it's a little bit cooler in Texas, so I'm sure it's cooler everywhere else. When I say cooler, it's low 80s. It feels like it's cool when you're living with 100-degree temperatures every day. It really feels cool when it gets down into the 80s. Which I think that's what's helping my running too. But I feel a lot stronger. I mean, I've over the years tested out so many protocols, different diets and all that. But I think the fasting is the one that I've found that is really working well for me. And that's the key. You got to do research and find what's good for you, different things are better for other people. But I always say what I learned from others, the best diet is the one that you'll stick to. So if it's keto, Mediterranean, carnivore, they all work. You just got to stick to it. What works best for me is, so far as the fasting, where I just shorten my feeding period to a couple hours, and then I just eat. I can eat pretty much what I want. I just try to really minimize processed foods. I mean, I still take in whey protein, which is processed. And sometimes I eat dry cereal, which is kind of my weakness. But I've limited it quite a bit. Eventually, I like to get to the point where I don't eat any processed foods. I would say it's very minimal right now. And got my protein very high. You know, it's up about 200 grams a day, 1 gram per pound of body weight. I mean, I'm around 200 plus or minus some pounds. Goes up and down. I think that most experts recommend like 0.6, 0.7 to pound. I'm doing 1 for 1 on the high end because I'm doing a lot of strength training and a lot of training overall. You need to check with your doctor before you increase your protein too high, or do it slowly, I should say. Because the only risk about taking really high protein is your kidneys. It puts extra stress on your kidneys if you're not doing a lot of strength training, because kidneys have to process out the nitrogen from all the protein. So if you have like kidney disease, or if you have bad kidneys, taking really high protein can be a issue for you. That's why you got to check with your doctor if you don't know what you're doing, or just do it, ramp up slowly. But when you prioritize protein in your meals, it will help you stay leaner too, and it will help you recover and maintain muscle. I mean, you don't really build up much muscle when you get older. I mean, I'm 58. Sometimes I forget how old I am. 58. It's really hard to build muscle when you're that age. I mean, you can, and because your testosterone level get lower. Like mine's in the 300 range. I actually qualify for taking testosterone treatment, but I've stayed away from it because once you start it, you have to keep doing it. Because once you start it, your body stops making testosterone. So what the experts told me is to bump up my numbers, which I feel like my numbers are getting bumped up. Last time they checked me, I was in the low 400s. One way to boost up your testosterone is by fasting is one. That also boosts up your HGH levels too. But also is to lose fat. I had a endocrinologist doctor, internal medicine doctor. Basically, he's an expert on testosterone, because I asked him his opinion because I wasn't sure. And he said, well, he says, you're not obese, but you're overweight and you need to lose some weight. And I was like, yeah, I know. I definitely need to lose 10 or 15 pounds, and which I've been doing. But one thing he told me that I didn't know is excess belly fat or visceral fat will convert testosterone into estrogen. So you don't want that. So he says one way to boost up your testosterone level and prevent extra estrogen from being created is just to lose fat. So my game plan is, so with my fasting protocol, my very intense weight training, which I'm doing because it's a hobby. People always say, well, why do you run? What are you trying to do? Get away from smoking or lose weight? No, I run because it's my hobby. I mean, there's some benefits to running, but I run because it's my hobby. Same thing with weight training. I mean, my gym is my favorite part of the house. And I like weight training a lot. Of course, it has health benefits, but it's my hobby. Just like some people play golf or whatever. I don't do it to lower stress or get away from depression. A lot of people have reasons why they do exercise. I don't. I do it because it's my hobby. So the reason I'm saying that is that's why reason I do weight training. Because some people say, well, you're very smart about weight training, but you're not following the right split. You know, most people do what they call a bro split, where they do upper body 2 or 3 times a week, and then they do lower body the rest of the day. I don't do that. I'm a runner, and I do some deadlifting. I do some leg curls. I got a machine for that, but I do very little lifting for my legs. All my lifting is for my upper body, just what I want to do. So maybe not optimal for bodybuilding or even powerlifting, but that's the way I like to do it. It's my hobby, so that's why I do it that way. Like I said, I'm going to college football game today. UT is playing UT El Paso. I mean, it's not a good matchup. I mean, UT should win by a large margin, but wanted to go to a game, and when it's not a good matchup, the prices come way down. I mean, I think tickets were only like $50 each. I mean, usually a ticket to a UT game, if they're playing a good team, it can be over $300, $400 a ticket. So it's only $50 a ticket, and then it costs about $50 for parking. They always try to cheat you on parking, you know. It's like every event cheats people on parking now. You go to any kind of event, it's like the parking is like ridiculous. Yeah. But looking forward to it. It's a mid-afternoon game, so it's gonna be pretty hot, but maybe it won't be too bad. It's a little bit cooler today. Well, but there's no rain forecasted, which is good. We almost went to the game last weekend, and it turned out it rained during the game the whole time. So it was a good thing we didn't go to the game. So the game's at 3. Maybe I'll get home around 7 or 8. It's about an hour away drive from here. Just all the traffic is what takes so long. And then I'm gonna work out tonight in the gym, because I'm doing my outdoor running, hiking right now. Oh, hey, thanks, Rito. Hey, you have a great weekend. Enjoy your training. Look forward to seeing some of your trail workouts. Cocodona is going to come up on us before we know it. Look forward to seeing you out in Arizona. All right, everyone. I think I'm going to stop the live chat for today. Everyone have a great weekend. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I'm always talking about my fitness journey, but also we talk about other things too. And wish everybody a great weekend. Bye for now.